So here I'm trying to simplify an expression, and this expression has multiplication, it has subtraction inside of parentheses, it has subtraction outside of parentheses, and addition outside of parentheses. So I kind of still want to think about this as order of operations where I do all of my multiplication first, which in this case it's called distributing. Distributing. And then I'm going to do my adding and subtracting, which is called CLT, or combine like terms. Okay, so this is multiplying, this is really my adding and subtracting, and it's still really following PEMDAS or order of operations. It just has a variable involved. So I'm going to start off by distributing that 2 into both terms inside the parentheses. And the reason I know I have to distribute is that I have adding or subtracting inside of that set of parentheses. So 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times a negative 3 is a negative 6. And then really I'm just going to drag these two terms down. Minus 3x and plus 10. Now, so that's the distributing part of that. Now I'm going to combine like terms. Like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. So when I say exponent, really here I just mean that there's an imaginary 1 there. 8x minus 3x. Really, I picture combining like terms as adding no matter what. So I'm thinking of like an 8x plus a negative 3x. But it's really the same thing as just subtracting straight across. 8x minus 3x means that turns into 5x. Then I have a negative 6. That sign in front of the number is always attached to it, and a positive 10. So negative 6 plus 10 is a positive 4. I'm going to rewrite that in one color just to make it a little bit nicer. But that is my final answer, 5x plus 4. This problem is similar, but actually instead of just having this one set of parentheses here, I have a second set, which really means I'm going to distribute twice. I'm going to distribute this negative 5 into the first set of parentheses, and then this 5 is being multiplied by this set of parentheses, so that gets distributed into those two terms. So negative 5 times 4x, and negative 5 times 3. This is 5 times 15, and 5 times a negative 5x. Oops. That turns into negative 20x. That turns into negative 15. That turns into a positive 75. So I write that sign there. Whatever this number comes out as, positive or negative, the sign goes right in front of it. Positive 75. And that comes out as a negative 25x, so minus 25x. So I distributed. That's my multiplication step. Now I have to do my adding or subtracting, which is really just combining like terms. Those two both have an x just to the first power. Now I add those coefficients together, negative 20 and a negative 25 added together is a negative 45, and that x stays attached to that term. And then in the middle I have these two constants that I can also add together. Negative 15 plus 75 is a positive 60. And that is as simple as that answer gets.